Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, July 20th. Welcome to Yoga with Sun and Moon Studio in Northern Virginia. I'm Christine Clardy. We will wait one more minute before we get started. I hope y'all are having a great day. It's been a little nicer weather lately, which I do appreciate. A couple of things before we get going. Today we are calling it flow. We are calling it flow. I'm having a hard time with my chair. We're calling it flow because I actually did some yoga with Annie yesterday, Monday at this time. She was talking about balance, which was fun. And I noticed that many of the segments that she did had a flow. So it was interesting to me as a yogi, and maybe to you as well, this relationship between balance and between flow. Good morning, Susan and John. Nice to have you. So in fact, I had to take my dog. I didn't have to, but I took my dog to the groomer this morning for the very first time. She's 9 years old. She's never been, but her hair is out of control. So I'm not doing it myself anymore. I took her to the groomer, and it was a bit of a drive, and I was not looking forward to it. But then when I got in the car, I put on a playlist that's very familiar to me. I know all the words to the songs. So I was singing, and the window was open, and there was a flow, and I actually really enjoyed it. So there are things that flow for us quite naturally, like the notes of a song or the lyrics of a song that we are familiar with. The word vinyasa in yoga refers to a flowing kind of practice. It's considered a little bit more athletically demanding. But the concept there is that one pose is linked to the next, just like notes in the song. The word itself has a special meaning because it does mean to place something in a special way, vinyasa, to place something in a special way. So there is this bit of intentionality along with the flow. A little bit like if you are a hiker or a climber taking steps up a trail, needing to step one step after the next. Each one is carefully placed, but there's a flow that goes between them. So I'm toying around with the concept of flow. As we move to the mat, we will start standing, but as we do flow, we will be doing some Surya Namaskar A, which is that flow where we go back into down dog and then flow back forward. So if you know you like a chair or blocks for that, you can have those handy. And I always recommend a blanket nearby just in case. I'm not sure where the flow will land us. Maybe we will end seated. That's what my plan is, but who knows what happens. We could flow all the way to reclined. We'll just have to see. So thanks again for being here. I will meet you on the mat. As promised, we will meet standing with feet about hip distance apart, and place your hands wherever they're comfortable, maybe on your hips, and start to rock back and forth on your feet. Feel a little bit of flow in the soles of the feet. Maybe spread the toes wide. Feel the ball under the big toe and under the pinky toe. Look for sensation in the heel as the toes lift. Look for sensation in the pinky toe edge of the foot. And strangely, you might even look for sensation in the arch of the foot, even though it curves away, so it's not touching anything. Sense if there's any connection that you have with that as a place to receive flow. And I invite you to take your hands off your hips And maybe gently add your arms. Again, wherever they're comfortable, fingers rising and making this flowing painting motion with your hands and wrists. And we'll check in with the breath. So notice where you are inhaling. Maybe as you come forward, notice where you're exhaling, pulling the belly in. Start to have a sense of carefully placing the body with the inhale, inhaling to rise and exhaling to come back into a full-footed position. Although maybe you're enjoying lifting your toes as you come back, which is even more balance than flat-footed. Go ahead. The next time your fingers are on the way up, let them come all the way up over your head and let your thumb and your pinky meet, but the other 3 fingers be spread wide, almost in the shape of a lotus. Hold that where it feels comfortable, somewhere over your head, maybe over the crown of the head, and let the feet come into stillness. But continue to track the breath. Feel the soles of the feet, the arches, energy rising up the legs, through the belly. And now notice the places where your hands are touching each other. And any sensation of the space between the palms, between the fingers. Staying alert for any sensation of flow coming up from the earth, out the crown of the head. Or maybe for you, there's more of a sensation of receiving from above into this lotus, into the nice long relaxed neck and relaxed shoulders. And that energy, again, filling torso. You start to move into half salutes. On an inhale, lift the fingertips up. And on an exhale, fold at the hip hinge, bend your knees as much as you want to. Exhale into the fold. And then inhale halfway up with a flat back. Hands might be on the shins or on blocks. Exhale to fold again. And then press into the feet as you inhale to rise up. Let the hands meet each other, and I'll be exhaling down the midline with my hands resting at the heart at the end of that exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold with the flow of the exhale. Inhale, halfway up, carefully placing, using some strength in that flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rising, reaching fingers up. Exhale, the thumbs might cross down the brow, lips, and land at the heart. And we'll go 1 more time, inhaling to reach. Exhaling to fold. Inhale halfway up. And this time as you exhale down, step the right foot back and step the left foot back to meet it in plank. Find an inhale and use your exhale to slowly lower down in whatever shape suits your body. Come all the way down, and on the inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, roll into a cobra with the inhale. Exhale, roll the cobra back down. Inhale, press into the hands, send the tailbone up and back into down dog. Exhale here, that helps establish the actual shape And we'll catch up to each other here. So this is one of the reasons vinyasa is so fascinating. If you really follow your breath, we're all on a different schedule. And it's impossible to link things unless you actually have things. So we come into the asana or the pose, which here is down dog, and allow ourselves to feel it. And then when an inhale is coming, lift your heels, step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward. Inhale to rise all the way back up. Exhale down the midline, landing at the heart. The next inhale lifts us up to stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Use that exhale to get the left leg back this time. The right leg goes to meet it with as many steps as it takes you. Find plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale to roll a baby cobra up. Exhale, lead with the heart as you come down. And then inhale, fill the diaphragm. Press the floor away from you. And the exhale, that first exhale into down dog can be really inviting, establishing this as a step. Knee here. And then use an inhale to begin to bring the weight of the body forward. Exhale, the left foot forward. Right foot comes to meet it. We'll inhale to rise. Exhale down, heart center. And we'll do this one more time. So inhale to reach. And by one more time, I mean each side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold and step the right foot back. Left foot meets it. Find a plank, high or low, that suits you. Inhale, exhale, pull the navel in. Use those strong arms, roll down with the exhale. And then inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale. Arms squeeze by your side as you lift up to down dog. Exhale here. We'll use an inhale to lift the heels. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Left foot meets it. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Starting to feel a little bit warm, maybe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Left foot steps back with the exhale. Right foot meets it. We'll take the lowering down as you see fit. And then inhale, shoulders roll up and back, elbows tucked. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, let the heart lead as you come all the way down. And then get ready with an inhale to press back to down dog. Exhale once you're there. We'll be stepping forward with the left foot. Inhale, heels lift, weight of the body starts to come forward. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot meeting it. And then we will inhale to rise up. And exhale down, heart center. Take a moment, see how you feel and what you notice. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring hands to hips. I'll be starting with my right leg, if that helps you to keep things straight. But if you prefer something different, you could start with your left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg, step it back a generous step as if you were preparing for warrior one. So the front knee is bent, the pinky toe edge of the back foot connects, and everything, belly, heart, gaze still faces the front of the mat. Bend this front knee so that you feel the opening in the right hip flexors, and maybe even the psoas, and the left hip works toward the back of the mat just a bit. We'll be stepping back and forth into warrior one. So I like to use an inhale to step the right foot forward and then come right back to stand. And we'll take that again with the right leg. Stepping back into warrior one. And then stepping forward back to Tadasana or some version of mountain pose. Although we have hands on hips. So keep stepping forward and back. Notice what the left leg and foot are up to. And notice the sense of vinyasa here. Carefully placing things and then flowing into the next careful placement. I feel like our body's intelligence really increases when we do this repetitive flowing thing. In fact, you might start to feel like you want your warrior one arms to participate. So stepping back to warrior one with the arms raised and coming forward. Sensing the flow and the balance. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. We'll take one more to finish whatever warrior one you're with. Step forward. Maybe wiggle a bit. Cleanse the palate. And we'll take the left foot or whatever other foot, stepping back and forward. You might be a little curious in your own body about this transition from one side to the next. We did very repetitive on the one side, and there's this moment where the new side feels so unsteady and unfamiliar. But maybe as you carefully place and flow, it starts to feel familiar. Kind of like that song on the radio. And again, if you want to be adding the arms, that's always your option. Staying strong in that front thigh, and the front hip benefits us if it can move to the back of the mat just a bit. Even though we're flowing here, we can still pay attention to that kind of alignment. My arms are doing something completely different, I just realized. But I promised you flow, and that's what we're getting. All right, finish up whatever you're with. Maybe it's a more traditionally armed warrior one. My arms started going in the reverse. Step forward. We will meet with hands at heart center. Very nice. This time, go ahead and take a step back with your right leg and bring yourself into warrior two. So maybe a little bit of a wider stance. Front leg is still bent, and now the belly and the heart and the gaze face the long edge of the mat. Let your arms reach horizontally. Traditionally, the gaze goes out over the front fingertips, but I'd like you to take your palms and face them up for just a moment and let your shoulders come down. Let your arms be bent, and then reach them out and flip the palms to face the earth. So it just gives a different sense in the arms. And our flow here has us straightening the front leg and then returning it to warrior two. The arms participate when the leg straightens. Hands reach up And then as you exhale, come all the way down. This is a warrior two dance. So in terms of carefully placing things, I am willing to bet that dancers are some of the premier flow artists. So let this feel comfortable and natural. Your gaze may still be out over the front edge of the mat, but maybe the gaze is in the same direction as your heart and your belly. Let the wrists and the fingertips participate. Inhale, straightening the legs and reaching up. Exhale. Good. Finish up the flow that you're with. And we will take one more here. And return to warrior two. Again, let the palms face up, relax the arms a bit, and then just turn at the wrists so that we have that sense of broadness through the collarbones and shoulders down. Flip just the front palm. We will inhale to reverse the warrior and hold here. So we're holding the reverse, which is interesting. Notice where the flow comes. Continue breathing. Usually we're not here in reverse warrior for very long. Feel the sense of balance between strength and flexibility. Be where you are. The breath is still flowing. All right, let's flow into side angle. So this top arm that's reaching comes down, bend that arm, let the forearm land on the thigh. The back arm down your thigh swoops up from underneath into side angle. Holding here, side angle. You're welcome to continue just feeling the flow as it exists here. If you'd like, you can check out what it would be like to flow between reverse warrior and side angle. Letting the arm pendulum underneath and reach up to the sky. Where does the inhale benefit us and where does the exhale benefit us? I feel like exhaling on my side angle. And I feel like inhaling on my reverse. It may be something completely different for you. All right, finish up what you've got going on. We will meet in reverse warrior and then return to traditional warrior. Swoop that arm from underneath back to warrior one and step yourself forward. Pause it here before we take the other side. Warrior two dance. Now stepping back with the left foot, creating the foundation of warrior two first. For a lot of us, this back foot can actually come out a little further. As long as the knee is not jutting out over your ankle. If it is, it actually might mean that you're ready to send the back leg away more and you've increased your strength enough that this front thigh can be more parallel to the earth. Find the warrior two arms that please you, relaxing through the shoulders. And then when you are ready, straighten the front leg while the fingers reach up to the sky and then return to warrior two with this added flow that we've been experiencing. So exhaling, inhaling, moving with the sense of your personal rhythm and your personal special placement of things. we look for this balance between intention, which is that sense of placing something. That's a very transitive verb, if you will. Very intentional to place things in a special way. But we balance that with a sense of letting energy enter and flow through us as well. So we will return to Warrior 2, preparing to flow into side angle. So the front forearm comes to the thigh, the back arm. Oh, I'm sorry. We should have, no, we did that. Sorry. We're coming into side angle. The back arm comes from underneath. We're in side angle, I think. And then from here, side angle might flow into reverse warrior. The arms swooping down to reach back, down the back thigh, and the front arm reaching up. And then the front forearm becomes a platform on the thigh, while the back arm swoops from underneath to reach toward the front of the mat. One of the things that happens to me in a flow is that I forget where I am. And I have yet to determine in my wisdom if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or if maybe it's not meant to be either. It keeps me on my toes. All right. I think what we forgot, or what I forgot, is to hold in reverse. So we could do that now if you'd like. Holding the reverse warrior. Breathing, lifting up out of the hip, but the shoulders still relaxed. Let's find traditional warrior 2. And then coming to warrior 1 as a midway point here. That allows us to step forward, carefully placing the feet side by side. Hands coming to heart center. Head bowing to the heart for just a moment. Pausing, see how you feel. And then relax, release, let everything go. Step the feet wide, and we'll take some nice, easy peasy windmills, Ganeshasana. Wide elephant ears, lumbering elephant legs, wide, firmly placed elephant feet. Breathing in and out. Very good. Go ahead, step the feet hip distance apart. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, left arm comes down the side body, gaze follows it. Inhale to reach back up. Exhale down the other side. Side body, lateral opening. With an inhale, reaching up. And an exhale, traveling down the side. Gaze follows fingertips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, other side. With all of these flows, notice the places in you that require stability and placement. And that is what allows for the other places to move more freely. Good. Finish up so that you feel balanced on both sides. And then we'll take a wrist roll as the arms come back down. Step the feet a little bit wider now. I'd like you to be able to reach your toes. So bend your knees a lot. Blocks might help you, or the seat of a chair. And let your fingertips come on the inner line of both big toes. As you inhale, trace up the inner edge of the foot and the ankle, calf. Come up the inside of the knee. When you get to the thighs, roll to the outside, but continue coming up the side body, all the way up past your armpit. Do a U-turn at the top of your shoulders, and then trace the line back down, and find a place under your armpit, about 4 inches under your armpit, where your gathered fingers can make some little circles or figure eights. Breathe in the nose and out the mouth. We're actually going to do that 2 more times. This is a wonderful flowing move, I guess, that helps move lymph through the body, stimulates the kidneys, gets a lot of things flowing. So give your fingers a little flick, like water coming off, before we try again. Exhale, folding. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Fingertips trace up, inner toe, inner arch, inner ankle, inner calf, and knee. Scoot around to the hip on the outside. Come all the way up. U-turn on top of the shoulder, and then come back down. Breathing in the nose, out the mouth to release toxins, whatever is no longer of service to us today. I really enjoy working around to the kidney points in the back. It gives me goosebumps. Flick the fingers. We'll take 1 more time. Inhaling, exhaling, find this inner line up the leg, out to the side body, up. U-turn at the shoulder. Come on back down. You might be able to feel the boniness of your ribs. Give a little massage to some of the intercostals in between the ribs. Breathe in, breathe out. And then shake the hands pretty vigorously. Overhead, low. We'll add 1 foot. Let it cross the midline in the front and the back. Shaking everywhere. Shake it off, shake it off. And we need the other foot. Crossing the midline, shaking the foot, leg, behind the body. Shake everything off, shake everything. From here, I hope you flow into a fantastic Tuesday. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.